যোৱা দুটা বছৰত আমাৰ বহুকেইটা প্ৰাপ্তিৰ সুখ আমি অনুভৱ কৰিছোঁ আৰু বহুকেইটা পথৰ যাত্ৰাৰ পথ আমি আঁকিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছোঁ। আমাৰ ৰাজ্যখনে 400 বছৰৰ লাচিত বৰফুকনৰ জন্ম জয়ন্তী আমি অত্যন্ত গৌৰৱেৰে সৈতে উদযাপন কৰি লাচিতক ভাৰতৰ ইতিহাসত আকৌ এবাৰ প্ৰতিষ্ঠা কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছিল। প্ৰায় 11,000 ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰে বিহুৱতীৰে আমি যি বিহু বিশ্বৰ সন্মুখত প্ৰদৰ্শন কৰিলোঁ, সিও অসমৰ ঐতিহ্য আৰু অসমৰ সংস্কৃতিক বহুদূৰ আগুৱাই লৈ গ'ল। যোৱা দুটা বছৰত বড়ো চুক্তি, কাৰ্বি চুক্তি, ডিমাচা চুক্তি আৰু আদিবাসী চুক্তিয়ে আমাৰ মাজত শান্তিৰ এটা অভূতপূৰ্ব পৰিৱেশ সৃষ্টি কৰিলে। অসমৰ ৰাইজৰ অকুণ্ঠ সহযোগিতাত এক আন্দোলন বিবৰ্জিত পৰিৱেশো আমি লাভ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছোঁ। ৰাজ্যখনৰ বৃহৎ অঞ্চলৰ পৰা অশান্ত অঞ্চল আইন প্ৰত্যাহাৰ কৰা হৈছে আৰু আমাৰ ৰাজ্যখনলৈ ঔদ্যোগিক বিনিয়োগ অহাৰ পথ প্ৰশস্ত হৈছে। যোৱা দুটা বছৰত প্ৰায় 15,000 কোটি টকাতকৈও অধিক বিনিয়োগ ৰাজ্য চৰকাৰে আনিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছে। ৰাজ্যৰ ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ ডেভেলপমেণ্টত আমি সুদূৰ প্ৰসাৰী প্ৰভাৱ পেলাব পাৰিছোঁ। ইন এন এভাৰেজ 25,000 কোটি টকাৰ কেপিটেল এক্সপেণ্ডিচাৰ মূলধনী ব্যয় আমি প্ৰত্যেক বছৰত কৰিব পাৰিছোঁ। তেনে এক ধাৰণা ভাৰত চৰকাৰে আমাৰ সন্মুখত দাঙি ধৰিছে। ৰাজহুৱা ব্যয় মাত্ৰ দুটা বছৰৰ ভিতৰত আমি 1,25,000 টকালৈকে লৈ যাবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছোঁ। ৰাজ্যখনৰ GST আৰু অন্যান্য ৰাজহ সংগ্ৰহৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি এটা সুন্দৰ পৃষ্ঠভূমি তৈয়াৰ কৰিবলৈ আমি সক্ষম হৈছোঁ। লাহে লাহে PM কিষাণ, ছইল হেল্থ কাৰ্ড, এগ্ৰিকালচাৰেল ক্ৰেডিটছ আদিত আমি আমাৰ নিৰন্তৰ বিকাশৰ যাত্ৰা আমি অব্যাহত ৰাখিব পাৰিছোঁ। অসম মালাৰ দৰে সাহসী প্ৰকল্প আমি খুব সুন্দৰভাৱে ৰূপায়ণ কৰিব পাৰিছোঁ। ইজ অফ ডুইং আদি ব্যৱস্থাত আমি আগতকৈ যথেষ্ট ফলপ্ৰসূ ৰাস্তাৰে আগুৱাই যাব পাৰিছোঁ। জিলাত লেণ্ড বেংক ক্ৰিয়েশ্যন, simplification of land related laws, policy, এই গোটেইবিলাক আমাৰ দুবছৰীয়া শাসনকালৰ এক বিশেষ মুহূৰ্ত আছিল বুলি আমি ক'ব পাৰোঁ। ভূমি সংস্কাৰৰ দিশত প্ৰথমবাৰৰ বাবে মিছন বসুন্ধৰাৰ দৰে যুগজয়ী আঁচনি আমাৰ ৰাজ্য চৰকাৰে গ্ৰহণ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছে। MSME হোৱাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি লাভ কৰা সফলতা যে 3খনকৈ মেডিকেল কলেজ এটা বছৰতে উদ্বোধন কৰা আমাৰ অসমৰ ইতিহাসৰ এক নজিৰবিহীন ঘটনা ৰূপে প্ৰমাণিত হৈছে। পভাৰ্টি এলিভেশ্যন প্ৰগ্ৰেম অৰুণোদয়ে হওক, মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰীৰ আয়ুষ্মান অসমে হওক, প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰীৰ বিনামূলীয়া চাউলে হওক, এই গোটেইবিলাকত আমি আমাৰ লক্ষ্য আমি ইতিমধ্যে অতিক্ৰম কৰিবলৈ আমি সক্ষম হৈছোঁ। যোৱা দুটা বছৰত মডেল অংগনবাদী চেণ্টাৰ, আমাৰ PMY গ্ৰামীণ আৰবান পোষণ অভিযান, সমিত্ৰ ষ্টেট we could have done much better. যদি আমি দেখো যে প্ৰত্যেকখন ডিস্ট্ৰিক্টে এটা নিৰ্দিষ্ট বেঞ্চমাৰ্কত আছে তেতিয়ালে আমি বুজি পাম যে now state collectively has to go to the next phase of the journey. কিন্তু যেতিয়া আমি দেখা পাওঁ যে 12খন জিলাই খুব ভাল কাম কৰিছে 12খন জিলাই কৰিব পৰা নাই তেতিয়া তলত পৰি থকা 12খন জিলাক যদি আমি পুলড আপ কৰিব পাৰোঁ লগে লগে আমাৰ যেটো বিকাশৰ যাত্ৰা তাত আমি এটা ইনক্ৰিমেন্ট আমি ইমিডিয়েটলি পাব পাৰোঁ অসমত বহু দিনলৈ আমি দেখিছিলোঁ সময়টো দিছ ওয়াজ এ ইনফৰ্মেল লাইন যে মোক এখন ভাল জিলা দিয়ক মোক এখন ভাল জায়গাত পোষ্টিং দিয়ক আমাৰ প্ৰবলেমটো আছে যে if we do not pull up the bad district to the good district then journey of development will remain standstill. So আজি DC conference of first half we want to closely scrutinize that whether every district has performed equally or not. যোৱাকালি additional chief secretary সকলে আপোনালোকৰ গোটেই দিনটো সমীক্ষা লৈছিলে I will request all the additional chief secretary in their presentation to focus that whether we are developing uniformly and we are not developing uniformly. First, uniformity within the group, pasta group or ভিতৰত second uniformity is across the group. যদি আমি দেখো যে ফসল বীমা যোজনাত সকলো জিলাই একে লেভেলত কাম কৰিছে প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী আৱাসত সকলো জিলা একেলগে কাম কৰিছে ল এণ্ড অৰ্ডাৰত সকলো জিলাৰ পাৰফৰমেন্স ইজ সিমিলাৰ ল্যান্ড ব্যাংক সকলোৱে বনাইছে পিএম কিষানত সকলোৰে অগ্ৰগতি হৈছে then we can think that we have achieved one level of success কিন্তু এতিয়াও যদি আমি ইউনিফৰ্মিটি আমি লব পৰা নাই তেতিয়ালে আমি এটো কথা বুজি পাম যে our performance is still not up to the mark. গতিকে আমি চাব লাগিব যে ভাল কৰা জিলা কেখনত কেনেকে ভাল কৰিব আৰু বেয়া কৰা জিলা কেখনে কিয় বেয়া কৰিব পৰা নাই so next 1 month 1 DC has to go to the another district where performance was good they have to station there for 3 days আৰু বুজিব লাগিব যে জিতু কাম ডিব্ৰুগড়ত হল লখিমপুৰত হল গোৱালপাৰাত কিয় then you will realize that you are not getting the same level of support from your office you are not getting the support same level from your officers or there are certain inherent problem with the district every district has to give a papers next meeting that why I could not pull up my district to the level of the X in spite of my best effort. Then we have to address that problem systematically. Jodi ami dekha pano every district is performing at the same level, then as a state we have to think that how we can go to the next level. Etia ami horu eta example e dim. Suppose in Assam mala road LA amak lage. In one district ami dekhisu je LA is done quickly, rates are reasonable. In another district LA is not happening, rates are not reasonable. Meaning that corruption is there in the other district. This is a very simple dissection. So now how we can remove that level of corruption in next 6 months? What kind of systematic improvement it is required? Or jodi officer bhal nohoy, supporting staff bhal nohoy, how we can get rid of them? There are all provisions are there in FR and SR. Whenever we want to get rid of them in the administration, that provisions are there. So this DC conference, one of the basic agenda will be to establish the uniformity. The additional chief secretary and the minister attest to you. They will keep on working with you for next 6 months. At least 1 or 2 monthly VC, the same group will take, the group which is in the dais and the group which is in the below. Jot তেওঁলোকে দেখা পালে যে ডিব্ৰুগড়ৰ কম্পেয়াৰত তিনসুকিয়া ভাল কৰিব পৰা নাই, there will be constant monitoring with Tinsukia to reach up to the level of Dibrugarh and vice versa. Chief Secretary's responsibility will be to see that within the group additional CS will see, but across the state, which are the districts are completely not able to functioning, they are far behind. So repeated visit of Chief Secretary, repeated visit of Guardian Minister, repeated visit of Guardian Secretaries are required. First year we have established the practice of Guardian Secretary and Guardian Ministers very well. Although Guardian Ministers are still functioning, the functioning of Guardian Secretary has come to basically deteriorate. So this is another area we need to focus. Second, in this district conference, the basic things what we want to address, that can we make the Deputy Commissioner fulcrum of administration instead of Chief Secretary or the Chief Minister. So far, we are competing with the states, that what is the state GDP. We never think or we never thought, what is my GDP of my district. It is very important to know যে মোৰ জিলাখনৰ অৰ্থনৈতিক গতি কোন দিশত গতি কৰিছে। জিলা উপায়ুক্তসকলৰ যিটো ৰোল আছে, এই ৰোলটোক এটা মেচিভ ট্ৰান্সফৰমেশ্যনৰ প্ৰয়োজনীয়তা আছে। So far, DC was basically divided into 2-3 parts. One, his own establishment, that he has to do certain things on his own as a part of his establishment. Then he is doing something as a supervisory president or chairman of various district level committee. Third, you are doing some own initiative for the district. Now, what we want to do, that jibilak ami routine comes korisilu, amar jitu establishment ase, can we dismantle them? Land sale permission, arms license permission, which put DC into the departmental inquiry, etc., even after their career goes up. Because of various reasons, you have to keep on coming. Now, we want to make the DC Chief Secretary of his district and Guardian Minister Chief Minister of that district. In that manner, what we can do, all the normal functions of the DC, I am saying normal, and normal can be, you can put routine. Why a DC need to share a SDLC? We don't have to. Why we have to give gun license? Why we have to give license for fair price shop? So these are the works which are creating a vested interest in all the DC office in last 75 years. There are many people connected to this, they are coming, and DCs are not able to actually, bahut DC ase june nijor district khono bhalkoi ghuribo nware during his tenure of 2 years. So let us not do any fireworks. Let us not do any fireworks of routine nature, which is known as a amalgamate administration of DC. What is the need of you doing excise things? What is the need of you doing gun license? What is the need of you allowing land sale permission? It is absolutely not necessary for a DC to give land sale permission. Government can decide that no, Guwahati will be done by DC to need a protected revenue. But what is the need of land sale permission being monitored by DC in Majuli? Absolutely there is no need. Now, what we want to do, we want to create a line of administration that every circle will be co-terminus with a legislative assembly constituency. The name will coin sub-deputy collector, ADC, sub-DC office, whatever, one we can create a name. Now, that this ADC, that first revenue will come out with a notification after the delimitation process is over, and we are starting before that wherever constituencies co-terminus with a circle. Every constituency will have one circle. In Assam, we will have 126 circle office. The circle office will be further divided into two. Circle and revenue will be dismantled. Normally, we refer circle to a revenue circle. Now, these will be known as only circle, not revenue and development. There will be a circle officer only for revenue in that circle. Circle officer, even revenue after circle officer can be there, depending on the work. Then another circle officer who will be known as a circle officer development. And circle officer development can be two also, depending on a work in a particular circle. Over the circle officer, there will be a SDO. And over the SDO, there will be ADC. Now, no Mahkuma, no Zilla, no circle. It is a very, very streamlining thing. One ADC will head a LSC. He will be assisted by SDO. He will be assisted by two circle officer, revenue within bracket, circle officer development. Let revenue things be continued from a different 3 rooms, and from different 3 rooms, development work start. All MLA fund, all MP fund, whatever, gun license, land sale, everything will be stopped at that ADC. Because under our CRPC, DC is also ADC. So we don't have to amend any law. If we have to amend any law, we'll amend the law. But the way we are now giving the power of ADC to the ADC Hojai, Bodali, Bishwanath, same we are going to repeat, that everything at ADC will stop. But ADC will be, his ACR will be written by DC. And DC has every right to go to any circle, inspect, document, everything. And all circle officer within the district will be can be transferred by the DC. We will place in the district, so that the primacy of DC remains. Circle officer, ADC, it is up to the DC to post from his team. We are not going to post. All the shops in personnel department has also to be stopped. We done enough. 50 is your team, we will send you 50 SCS officer, 2 SCS IS officer. Posting will be done by the DC. So that it is all about the DC. Ultimately, the way Chief Secretary done the posting in the state, DC will do the posting in the district, with the CS done with the approval of minister. Here DC will done with the approval of the guardian minister, so that the political leadership is also there. Now what DC will do? DC's thinking process will now change. He will think about health care of his district as a chairman of the health. He will think about this education of the district. He will think about revenue collection of the district, excise, GST, everything will come under DC. And in the DC office, he will be assisted by another 3-4 ADC. ADC revenue, ADC infrastructure, ADC social work, social welfare and other like this. And most of the PWD standard, etc., water resource allocation will go to the DC instead of coming to the state. Basically, district now, Commissioner GST will review one layer. But district give highest revenue will not be the responsibility of Commissioner Revenue now. It will be the responsibility of DC. District given highest transport revenue. Now DTO will report to the DC. And DC will report to Commissioner Transport. DTOs will not report to Commissioner Transport anymore. DTOs will report to the DC, and जब minister को कोई review लेना है, he will ask DC, what is your transport collection? So we want to bring a wholesale changes in our administration. PWD rasta हुआ नहीं, minister PWD will not call to the executive engineer. He will call either ADC infrastructure or he will call the deputy commissioner कि भाई मेरा रास्ता क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, estimate भेजो. No over centralization there, that will take care of. But primarily, DC's responsibility will be look after the overall development index of the state. MLA fund, no MLA will come to DC. Untied fund, no MLA will come to DC. We will directly sanction it to the constituency. There will be FAO, there will be accounts officer, everybody the same, the startup. Nazir will be there in that district itself, contingency will be given to ADC, flag hosting will be at the ADC, they will do, although DC flag hosting will be there, but similar flag hosting, Independence Day, all things will be done at the constituency level, and headquarter district will be a constituency where DC will do the needful. But otherwise, Tinsukia का flag hosting मतलब Tinsukia LAC का ही flag hosting है, not Tinsukia district का. Guwahati का flag hosting means only metropole of that whatever assembly will be assigned to that particular. So a wholesale changes we are talking of, and in DC conference we will solicit your views on that. Finally, in this DC conference, ami aru eta bostu definitely ami khodai sabo lage that our performance in the flagship schemes, whether we have done enough in our flagship schemes. When we analyze the first uniformity, that uniformity is basically what we have given you instruction in the last DC conference. But flagship scheme is an evolving scheme. Lot of questions are there. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Mission Vasundhara, Arunodaya. So tomorrow we will discuss certain flagship scheme. We cannot pick up everything, but most important flagship schemes tomorrow we will discuss. So this is a three-part of the DC conference. Where we will try to see whether uniformity has been there or not across the district. Second, DC as a fulcrum of the administration. Third, review of the flagship scheme. This is the three broad category we are going to discuss here, and more duta tinta requests ase that every DC must write everything in a notebook or iPad, laptop, whatever you have. Everything, whatever we are discussing, every actionable point should be written down. What GAD is writing, that is a different thing. So that you can develop that. Every point that etu kam Dibrugarh eneke koribo lage, immediately note it. Amar government officer bilakok moi dekhisu, one without any attributing anything. Government of India, where you go to meet a minister, you go with a notepad. But when you come to meet me, you do not come with a notepad. That is why I have seen that I have to repeat my instruction 3-4 times. Because you forget. We are all above 50 years. Our memory is not that of class 5 or 7. So many a times I have seen that very simple thing. My DC kokoloko keteba turat goi koya ho. No DC revert back to me thereafter. Because তেওঁলোকে ভাবে যে মানুহখিনি গুছাবৰ কাৰণে মই কিবা এটা কৈছো বুলি। But that is an instruction. এই মানুহজনক চাব দে। That means you have to immediately note. তাৰ পিছত after my return you have to put things in the group. Yes sir, according to instruction I have visited that place, I have met him, this is the report. After any of my district visit I do not get any budge in the DC groups thereafter. That means either you have ignored the instruction or you have forgotten. So ignore my instruction that I don't want to take, but mostly you forgot. আৰু আমাৰ এটা অসমত মানুহৰ ধাৰণা আছে যে আমি মানুহবিলাকক ডিসপোজ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে কিবা এটা কথা কৈ দিলো, but no, I mean every word. তাৰপিছত ৰাতি মোৰ টোপনি নাহে। Then I have to keep on following with various sources, because এটা ডিসিজনে নকলে মই যদি ডিসি কাকো ফোন কৰো ডিসিজনে লাজ পাব। So I have to follow it up through different sources. Medical phone কৰিম অভিজিত শৰ্মাক পেশেন্টটো আহি পালে নে নাই, না মই ডিসিজনটো খুদিব নোৱাৰো আপুনি পেশেন্টটো পঠালে নাই। সো এক্সাম্পল এটা বঙাইগাঁও কেছ, বাচ্চা ল'ৰা এটাক মই ক'লো মেডিকেলত পঠাব, ভৰিৰ যেটো ইনস্ট্ৰুমেন্ট লাগে ধুনিয়াকৈ দি দিব। ডিসি ডান দেট, কিন্তু ডিসি did not send the picture to my mobile. So 10-15 days I was under tension. जब কৰিলে নে নাই, আচ্ছা ডিসি কো খুদিব মোৰ বেয়া লাগিলে, মই আকৌ অভিজিত শৰ্মাক ফোন কৰি খুদিলো ভাই লগালে নাই, বোলে দাদা লগাইছে। So then I close it. So most of the time I have seen that all the officers, I have seen many of you in the central secretary, decent noting and then coming back to the minister. All কাম আপোনালোকে কৰিব পাৰিব এটো কোনো কথাই নহয়। Even নোয়াৰাটো যদি আমাৰ গ্ৰুপত দি দিয়ে, then this is a learning process for us, that ঠিক আছে how we can reframe the rules, how we can make something in budget, how we can make some provision, and from next time how we can do that. আর আপোনালোকে যদি এটো কাম কৰে, your trainee IS officers and the ACS officer will have a great learning experience. So মই এইবাৰ ডিসি কনফারেন্সৰ পৰা মই ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিম যে every DC will have a notepad, not only to the record what CM has said, what you have observed during your district tour. আপোনালোকে ডিস্ট্রিক্টত যাওঁতে কি দেখিলে, কোনোবা ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট মানুহ আহিলে কি পইণ্ট থাকিব, কেনেকৈ আমি কনফিউজ হওঁ। মই আজি এটা ৰাতিপুৱা এডুকেশ্যন ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টৰ সৰু এক্সাম্পল এটা দিম। মোক এডুকেশ্যন ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টে ব্ৰিফ কৰি আছে যে হাই কোৰ্ট হেজ পাছড এ অৰ্ডাৰ that this certificate can only be cancelled by the joint unit. মই চিন্তা কৰি আছো how to overcome, ইয়াক কথা পাতিছো তাক কথা পাতিছো। Morning when I asked the exact order from Minister Education, তেতিয়া তেওঁ কৈছে যে স্যাৰ এইটো হাই কোৰ্টত আলোচনাহে হৈছে, অৰ্ডাৰ একো নহয়। That means what? Some junior officers has come and poisoned your brain, and you immediately believe him without thinking that what is the motive of that junior officer to brief you in this station. Reason being that আপোনালোকে ইয়াত লগে লগে কথাটো লিখি যে প্লিজ মোক অৰ্ডাৰটো লৈ আহকচোন, মই CM দি দিম বা মই চিফ সেক্ৰেটাৰীক দিম, উইল গো এণ্ড ডিছকাছ। এই ধৰণৰ ক্ৰছ কুৱেশ্যনিং নথকাৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ অফিচাৰসকলেও তলৰ অফিচাৰসকলেও দে টেক DC গ্ৰেণ্টেড, and now they have start taking CM chief secretary grant, and এইটো এটা বহুত ভুল কথা হ'ব if we allow us to be taken as a granted. So মোৰ কথাটো হ'ল if we have a writing notebook, cross questioning, এইবিলাক হেবিট যদি আমাৰ ডেভেলপ হয় তেতিয়ালে all these things will come down drastically. So in conference you call all your ADC, circle officer, at least the ACS officers under your disposal, and the line department heads. and make a similar DC conference there. We can make it an officer conference. So that in our party, I am just giving you a best practices. First we go to the national executive.